So should we get started with our final Tick Encounter social media team meeting? Oh wait, we're missing Catherine now. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, we're all here for the final Tick Encounter.
We have Tara. Can I interrupt for a second? I'm on the phone with Tara here, but I just did a quick Google search, and it looks like we can add her through Hangout, but by phone. We just have to invite her and then select Add Telephone, but I don't have the invite option. So, Sue, can you try it? You go to click the Invite People button at the top left, it says, and then select Add Telephone, and then you enter the phone number.
Okay, I invited her via her phone number.
All right, cool.
So we'll
Kara,
see.
did you hear that?
Yeah, so she just needs my phone number?
Well, she did already invite you with your phone number. She has your phone number. So are you getting a message or anything?
No.
Probably should be getting a call.
Does Kara have access to her email?
Sarah, do you have access to your email?
Yeah, I'm trying to go through my email right now to see if that's where I'm getting the phone call. But it's saying cannot get mail, the data connection cannot be established. The call is currently active, so I might have to hang up.
All right, so yeah, hang up on me, that's fine, and try to get this call from Sue. Okay.
Okay, all right.
And I also sent one to her email.
Okay, yeah, she's checking that now.
Okay.
All right, sorry everyone for this delay. Kara's in Maine and without a Wi-Fi connection, so we're trying to be creative here.
Let's see what the technology can do.
Yeah, I'm learning stuff about Google Plus right now.
I know, it's good. So Julia, while we're waiting, can we get a baby update? Welcome back, by the way.
Oh!
Oh.
Hey!
Oh. So if everyone clicks on Julia, you can get a big screen.
So adorable.
Oh, hi, baby.
Is she sleeping?
So a week and a day old, right? 8 days.
I can't hear Julia. Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute that whole time. Yeah, I'm not sleeping too much. Yeah, she's 8 days old. So.
One for the record books.
Yeah.
First Google Hangout, day 8.
Yeah, I didn't think I would be here, honestly, but the recovery has been really quick this time. Thank goodness.
Yay!
Well, I am impressed. On day 8, after Evelyn was born, I was like dead to the world, probably. I don't know. When you don't sleep like that, you're just jello.
Trying Kara again. Hang on.
All right, thanks. Yeah, good.
Catherine, did you see by any chance on the other end how it might appear when I send the invite to Kara?
It says, no. Here, I can send you this link. It just says,
Yeah, want to throw it in the chat?
stay brief. Yeah. Just 4 steps, and then it has all these extras for how to dial an extension, how to dial international. But I'm looking in the Q&A here.
Well, it's interesting how this is a direct competitor to Skype.
Yeah.
So one thing is, I wonder if on air, maybe, it's not.
Perhaps. But it allowed you to dial the number, right?
It says select add telephone. I don't get that option.
Oh, okay. Well, that's critical.
Unless maybe, let me look. No. Still not coming through. She doesn't have a 4G network. That might be it too.
That's the problem. Oh man.
Let me try one more thing. 944.
If the call-in doesn't work, Catherine, does it work with her on speakerphone at all?
Well, I think we'll have to try that. I mean, I don't know. Were you guys able to hear her when she was talking to me? Not really. Okay. Well, let me just call her back. I don't know. We're getting so late here.
Yeah, go ahead and give her a call back.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Kara. It looks like it's not working out, huh?
Yeah, I'm honestly trying everything. I went on my email and I didn't get an email, but it may just be going through the Google Hangouts I don't have.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to try this through my phone. So let's see if you're able to hear anything. I don't know.
Okay. I could hear you earlier.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's try to start then.
I can hear Kara.
Okay, good. You guys can hear her? Great. I'll hold my phone like this or something.
Okay, so a couple quick notes. Make sure you use your mute button, and also that this Hangout is available to the public. It can be seen. And I don't think that there's anything proprietary that we're going to be discussing, and I think that it may be kind of interesting for people to see what our project has been like at URI, working with the Tick and Counter Resource Center. So what we usually do, let's just start as we always do and go through the assignments last week and talk about challenges that you may have faced and successes, anything else that would be good to talk about on our final call. Daisha, do you want to get started?
Yeah, sure. pull up my thing. Okay. So, Tom was kind of difficult this week because he was preparing for a big conference that he's actually speaking at until today. So he'll be back tomorrow. So if he has been returning to some of your emails or stuff like that, that might be why. They told me I wouldn't be able to contact them until Thursday. But so for Facebook, that was a little of a hindrance because I sent him some Facebook updates. He did post one before he left, but after that, as you guys know, I'm not allowed to post by myself, so we haven't had one while he's been away, which is kind of unfortunate. So there's been that, but hopefully he'll get back to me tomorrow and we can set some up maybe for the week since I have a bunch that he hasn't looked at yet. I don't know if Julia wasn't here last time, so I just want to tell her about the memes that the Tick crew created, like 40 memes. I don't know if you knew that. I was having trouble putting them into the final report. I don't know why. I think I might have to change the format they're in because I was like looking at it again, trying to figure it out, and they're not saved as JPEGs. They're saved as something else. So I'm going to try to like screenshot them and then upload them in because they just weren't like it wasn't allowing me to load them, and it was like a weird. I didn't realize it was because of the format. I was just trying to move them from my like desktop into the picture where you can like load the image, and I guess it wasn't reading it as an image. So yeah, maybe that's it. Will flesh. I don't know, but they wouldn't load, so I'm going to try to save them as JPEGs.
Well, I know like LaFleche has put links to her memes.
They made them and they gave them to me in a document. Like they like saved them and like gave me their flash drive. So, because they like made like I showed them LaFleche's memes while I was there. I was like, they're like, we're not doing anything. Give us something to do. And I was like, okay, well, LaFleche made these memes. Think of good ideas. I came back and they made like 40 of them. Some of them were like ridiculous. So I think there's like 35 left, but.
Are they? Would you consider them usable?
Yeah, the one that Tom used, I think it was last time he posted. That was one they made. So I mean that's good.
I think it would be better if you had the screenshots, as you say, instead of the links, because they'll never be lost that way in a document. So
Great.
That sounds good to me.
So I figured I'd try that because I was thinking like I could just like do the whole link thing, like go and make them myself and then link to it. But I was like, why? I want to have the picture in there. So now that I finally realized it, because I've been trying to figure it out, Brian was actually like, "Do you try saving as a different file format? What's it saved as?" And I was like, oh, so dumb. But now it's good that I know. So I'll try to do that tonight because there was like 5 of them where they were just making fun of me in memes, but the rest of them were good. So there's that. Also, I told I told you guys last week that like Monday they're having like an office party, so I'm probably gonna tweet about that. And they said like to tell you guys if you want to stop in if you're around. So that's on Monday.
Hey, if you're gonna be there, try to get a team shot of them, like group
Oh
photos.
yeah.
Looking professional and fun.
Try. I make no promises, but I'll try
and
to
get
do that.
yourself in those photos too.
Okay. Twitter's been good. We had a lot of people. We had well, I asked Tom how to answer a tweet because the only problem that I had was someone tweeted us and asked kind of for advice about how long you can wait to see if a tick bite is relevant to your illness, and it's like they said like they think they got a bit a month ago because their symptoms, and I'm like I don't know what to say because Tom is very like hesitant, so I just sent him a picture of it, but he hasn't answered me, so I'm going to try to send him like another one tomorrow when he's actually in the office because it was like a CB Health. It's like a really big person that followed us, so I just tweeted at them was like thanks for the follow, and they were like yeah I followed you because I think I got bit by a tick. Do you think I should get checked? I'm like they're like it was a month ago. I'm like I don't know. So I just that's the only one that I like so far has been a question that I really didn't know how to answer. So I figured I know it's like supposed to tweet right back, but I figured waiting for an answer would be better than giving the wrong information. So I'm just waiting on Tom on that one. But if the final report is correct, we're at 451 followers on Twitter now, and I think we started at 211, so that means we doubled the Twitter followers, which is good.
That's great news.
So there's been a lot of that. We've gotten a lot of big followers lately, so that's pretty exciting. Like a lot of health people. I meant to do this. I got a little behind this week because I had a funeral I had to go to in Connecticut, and another friend's father. I had two of my like best friends' fathers pass away this week, so it put me a little bit more behind. So I meant to do this earlier, but I want to follow. I want to put in the media list all the blogs that are health and pet related that started following us before I followed them, like a bunch did. So I wrote them down. I have a list. I just have to put them in. I feel like that might be, since they thought we were relevant first, maybe that would be like a good partnership builder we could reach out to, or Tom could in the future. So I'm going to add them. With the Facebook, I'm supposed to be liking those magazines, but for some reason on Facebook, it keeps reverting back to my Facebook whenever I get off the Tick Encounter page. And Brian says he thinks it's because I'm not like I'm not. I don't know. He doesn't know why. Because I'm not like the direct owner of the page or something. So
It's
when I
because
go,
you're not listed as an admin.
oh yeah, that's what he said. So I can't like the pages so it just made I liked all the pages, but then it was my page that liked them, like my personal one. I didn't realize it.
Yeah. He needs to make you an admin. That's basic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fix that and do it. I thought I'd done it, so I didn't realize until they all started showing me my thing, and I was like, wait, am I Tick Encounter right now? And I was like, oh wait, oh no, I like all of these on my personal one.
And in case you don't know this, once you are an admin, you have to select how you want to be using your page. So it'll say like, do you want to use this as Tick Encounter or as Dacia Daily at the top left of the page? You know, so I'm admin for other businesses, and sometimes I make a mistake and I post something as myself, and then I have to go delete it and then select the business and.
So is that like on every page you can just use it, like no matter if you're on that page or another page?
Right. So you can be admins to like infinite other fan pages, and Facebook knows that, and but it tells you at the upper left what you're currently posting as.
Okay.
So if you go to the Turk page, it'll say you're currently posting as Turk or Geisha, and then you can select.
Okay.
Just be mindful of that.
Yeah, because I just liked I liked like uploading things as myself. I was like so confused. I was like, wait, none of this stuff showing up. I was getting so aggravated. Brian was like, oh, you like them all on your page. He was like making comments, so he said he would fix it.
It'll be easy to straighten out, but just keep in mind that's how it works.
Okay, yeah, definitely, because I'll probably do it again if I didn't know. So that was the only thing that I thought you might notice. And then let's see. Oh yeah. So the blog posts are all done. Did that. I still haven't heard back from anyone from my pitches, which I find annoying. But I do want to pitch all the blogs that started following me on, like I've talked to on Twitter, so I might just do that too. Because some did contact us and was like, something about ticks, so I was going to pitch them. Like I figured maybe, I didn't know. Like, do you think I should pitch a blog post now or just the video? Like, what do you guys think? For people that like contacted the Turk website, I mean Twitter.
I think pitch both. Mention you have both, and see what they're interested in.
Okay. So I wasn't sure.
Catherine, Sue, what do you guys think?
I agree. I just also wanted to add that this is basically the worst time of the entire year to do pitches. So I think it's we're trying because this is all we have. We have to do it now. But just as a general comment, so many people take their vacations in August that we're really, I mean, this is a tough one, but it's worth trying to get these messages in their inboxes anyway. So just don't be sad. That's just the reality.
Okay. Because I was just like, why is no one answering me? I didn't get one answer.
It's probably why.
And I was like, some of you people have talked to me. You should like me right now. Why didn't you answer me?
What about, is there anyone on Twitter that you are in touch with?
Yeah, there's some people that contact us a lot. And those are the people that I was wondering like how I should pitch them, so I figured I'd do that like today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow because it's later now.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be worth it to pitch them and say, hey, we have this great video. Are you interested in sharing it in your blog? Just something simple like that.
Yeah, for sure. So there's that. I talked about the memes. Oh yeah, I wrote the surveys for the tick spotters and prevention partners. I just have to go and fix them to Julia's comments, and they should be ready to go. The IRB survey, it's driving me insane. Megan got in touch with the guy the day that we talked last. He said that she had to make changes and send it back for reapproval, so we're waiting for that now. I went into the office today to talk to Megan. Megan wasn't there. Tom wasn't there. No one knew where anyone was. But I remember that Tom was at the conference, so that was kind of depressing. And yeah, so that was that. So I still have to wait. I emailed them, no answer. Surprising. And so I'm just waiting on that. There's Brian said he tried to talk to them too. He's supposed to go in tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to make it at some point, but tomorrow I have another.
Well, your persistence is paying off, Daisha, and there's no harm in just calling them every single day and with a friendly reminder of, hey, what's going on? If you're friendly and to the point, honestly, I don't think it's going to do any harm.
Yeah, I've been checking in like every day. They've been like, hi, do you know anything? And they're like, no, I'll let you know. And I just keep asking them. I'm like, well, when you do. So that's pretty much my week, though. So that's
Sorry.
last time.
I'm somehow got onto screen share mode and I can't get out of it. I'm just looking to see. Oh, so the media list spreadsheet. Have you filled out all those tabs at the top that we included? If you go to, I'm going to put it in the chat.
No,
Okay.
I didn't, but I will.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know how I always miss the tabs. Multiple tabs.
Yeah, it's just something to look for, but it's important so that we have that as a deliverable.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's
Sorry
key.
about that.
Okay.
I actually have a bunch that I'm gonna have to add because I want to put all the Twitter blogs and stuff that follow us on there. Because I feel like if they follow us, that means they're interesting in ticks. So maybe that would be a good person, right?
Yeah, I like that idea. To it. So I have it. Alrighty. What else is on there?
Where's the key?
Okay. Alright, LaFlesh, do you want to go through your week and your assignments?
Yes, so the link you put is not for the media list, it's for the pitch for the tick removal video. You're aware? Oh yeah, you are aware of that. Never mind.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, but thank you for checking. I appreciate it.
My efforts have been entirely on three things: either Pinterest, the media list, and the final report. Pinterest and the media list have actually been going hand in hand because of Google Alerts. Every time I find one, I put it on Pinterest and also on the media list. Or, well, either or, because sometimes if there's no picture, I can't go on Pinterest, and if there's no contact information, I can't put it on the media list. But, so the media list is coming along pretty well. I have been filling out the tabs for the different categories of the magazines. However, some of the magazines, like in the pet category, if it was for, let's say, International Fish Aquarium or something like that magazine, I didn't pitch to them because I don't think that fish get ticks. I don't think that's very relevant. I also haven't contacted, in the men's category, I think the number one is Maxim. I didn't pitch them either, just because I don't find that to be relevant, and also a little bit NSFW. I did pitch the tick removal video to everyone on the media list, as well as the blogs as well as the blogs from the master list. I haven't heard back from anyone about the tick removal video, unless it was one of those generic, we have received your email, but we don't have time to read it right now kind of email, as you get from large corporations. I forget what I did at the beginning of the week because it feels like a long time ago. Pinterest is going well. We get new followers every day. I think we're up to 62 today, and we started with, I think, 24. So we've nearly tripled the Pinterest followers in this course. I did the bunny meme. I've been looking at memes. I've been working on a specific vertical Tom has wanted me to make. And I wish I was looking at the assignments. It would help. It would remind me what I've been doing. And I can't pull it up right now. The final report. Oh, I have a question about the final report. I've been filling out the final report and uploading all of my content, except for Pinterest. There is so very much content. So I've got more than 100 pins. I'm wondering if I should put screenshots of all of those pins, or should I just put links to the boards? But I can't really do that because they're not all my pins. I don't know if that's a good idea. I need guidance on it.
Yeah, that's a good question, LaFlesh. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think we should be embedding all the images into the final document. That's a lot.
I agree. It'll just make it a lot harder to upload. I can see uploading the memes because I've got less than 10 so far of those. I think maybe I've reached 10 now. But the pins is just too much, and I don't feel like it's consequential enough to be something that needs to be in the final report. A pin, it's kind of a small thing.
I'm fine with links to the boards, Sue and Catherine, if you guys are okay with that, and maybe LaFlesh, you could highlight a smattering of boards, or copy and paste some pins and then have links to the rest of the pages. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Can I under not my own name, but like just under the Pinterest category, put links to the boards, and then maybe put like the 5 best pins that got the most action?
Yeah, or you could even do 1 pin per board that is a good illustration of that board that also got a lot of traction, and then if there are other pins that were really popular, you could just say, our most popular, like put that under most popular content or something like that. What do you guys think?
I like that idea.
That sounds good to me.
I think screenshots work well too. Just screenshots are good. Because obviously they can go on to the site and see, they can go on to Pinterest and see, but just to kind of give them an example.
Right, but Sue, her question was whether she needed to give screenshots of every single pin because there's more than 100 pins. So
no. I think
1
just
pin per board.
Yeah, or even just the board itself.
Well, yeah. Although taking a screenshot of the whole board. But then the pins would be really small in the document, but you would technically have all the pins there.
Or just maybe like the top half or something. Like the board with like 3 pins across the top or something like that. What do you think?
I think I can manage that because there's a way to zoom my screen on this laptop where I could zoom it so that there's only so many pins showing and then take a screenshot.
Yeah, I think that's good. Go for that.
Okay.
Alrighty. Cool.
It doesn't sound like a lot because all the items can be categorized under one thing, but the media list is actually very, very time consuming.
It definitely is time consuming, for sure. It's a lot of legwork and research. But I know that it takes time, but I think that you're doing a good job with it, and that it's going to be a huge resource to Tom regardless of whether or not he decides to do anything with social media in the future. Let's say he gets totally burnt out or something, he can still go back to that media list and use it and pitch people.
I remember last week you asked us to look for stuff from the assignments that we could include. The only thing I found, I think I told you already, are slogans. Way in the beginning, we created slogans. You may want to use those later if you want to include those in the final report. I think each of us made like a page with slogans. It would be pretty easy to copy paste into the document if it's valuable.
Yeah, and that would be great. And I think we added that in under other content.
Oh,
so in the next week's assignment, we kind of have that all set up already. Alrighty, anything else?
Yeah, LaFlesh, I wanted to say that I can't recall the exact meme you made this week, but Sue and Catherine and I all brought it up, and we all started laughing as soon as we saw it. So good job on that again.
The bunny tick, where he's holding up his little paws.
Yes,
that was so funny.
Yes, that's what it was. That was very cute and clever.
The one you sent out also last week that cracked me up was with the cat. But you're doing a great job.
Thank you. The bunny one, it was actually when I saw it, I wasn't even doing internship work. It was somewhere else, and I saw it, and the bunny was saying, "I love you this much." And I was like, well, I guess I'm doing internship work now because I can't forget this.
You're going to be creating these things for months to come. You're just not going to be able to stop.
The meme queen. Can you guys see when I click over?
It's going to be a great line on your resume, LaFlesh, because memes are like, it's just such, everyone wants that content, you know?
That's really cute. Where'd you get that? Who made that? The one on Sue's screen.
I thought you made that.
I didn't make that. That must have been one of the interns or someone else.
Dacia, is that somebody from the SWAT? I mean, from the Tick crew?
Where is there a link to all of those, Dacia, somewhere? Okay, cool.
We should have a viewing of all the memes at your party, Sue.
That's a good idea.
No, slideshow.
Meme show. Yeah.
Slideshow.
All right. Sorry, I'm having a hard time still with this screen share thing that I can't get out of it. And if I try to log off, it's going to end the whole call. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to turn my camera.
Re-invited you to the call?
Oh yeah, that might work. Do you want to do that? Actually, I don't know if you can invite me, but if you can, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't think I can. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you can either. That was one thing that when we were trying to invite you too, they were the joys of Google glitches.
We're just not having a good technology night.
No, I know, and I think a lot of it has to do with the Hangout. I mean, with the on air. Trying.
Yeah, I agree. It's buggy.
Yeah, it's just not very intuitive either. Okay, so is that everything that we had for you, LaFlesh?
I think so. Oh, thank you for pulling that up. Oh, you passed
good.
it.
This is coming in handy.
You passed it. I don't think that's.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Is this the same one?
No, we did make some changes, so
okay.
This, might not. If some things the bold things are mostly new.
Right. I see that the meme analysis, I haven't finished that yet because I wasn't sure what to write, so thank you for that clarification.
Okay. Yep. Pinterest, talked about that.
Oh no, I tracked down the social media managers of Nen and Pets instead of Nen and Travel Regional. So Pets may have been switched twice, but I will do Travel Regional this week. I got those confused, I think, because I was following everybody on Twitter, and then I got it. Sorry, I got it confused. I'll pitch Pets this week.
Well, you know what? Actually, so yeah, on Twitter you follow that, and then track down the email for the publication of Travel and Regional. So
And
leave
Nen.
Pets as is and just work on Travel Regional.
Okay.
And Pinterest.
Pinterest, I've been
Were
working
you
on.
able? Were you able to do this tick pictures that people sent Tom and Brian for the tick spotters and all that?
No, I didn't find them.
Okay.
Because I think those were sent to Tom and Brian's emails, and I haven't
Yeah.
asked them for it.
Okay. Yeah, if you just want to send them a message.
Yeah.
And you did the assignments. Okay. Alrighty. Can Kara hear us?
Alright.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, can you hear Kara?
Kara, do you want to run through your assignment?
Oh, sure. All right. So bouncing off the memes. After the meeting last week, Keisha and I worked together and persuaded Tom to spell for a meme that I created. It's a Home Alone guy with a Macaulay Culkin. And bouncing off of the story that we were talking about with the six crawling through socks, basically the post on Facebook was my face when I found out six crawls through socks, and it was him doing scared face, and that was Facebook, so I was really happy that Tom went for that. And I was trying to get in contact with Brian on vacation, and that really hit home on me as I got those. All of them so far have been final report, which is awesome that I didn't do them again. But as I finish them and they're revised and sent to Tom, I'll put them in the final report as well. I was looking over Corey's stuff, and I moved all of his newsletters and into the What's My folder, and then I fine-tuned his posts to be pitched, and along with looking at the blog outreach, and then afterwards, I was figuring out which ones he pitched and which ones he didn't, and he didn't have any record of that, so I just decided to pitch the ones that were ready. And as far as mine went, I pitched all of the video people that I had listed. As far as the blog post, I haven't heard back from anyone, which probably reflects the fact that it's not the best time to pitch. But as far as the video went, I had a successful connection with Tom and one of the magazines. They're connecting back and forth individually through me. And I was supposed to be published on Monday. I haven't heard otherwise. I was going to email the woman today about if I even got published to reply about me and everything. So this is going to be a really big deal with Animal Wellness Magazine. So having that post would be awesome to be put in the final report. And just looking over the rest of the assignment, I think.
Oh, Kara, can I just interrupt for a second? While you're in touch with her, can you try to get as much info about her magazine, like the circulation and stuff like that?
Oh, of course, yeah. I know that they have a big reach on Facebook. They have over 10,000 likes.
And so this is going to be, I'm sorry, you might have said this already, but is this going to be in the print edition?
No, this will be in the online edition. They put it on their blog. They also put it on their Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook.
But there is a print edition.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it would be kind of interesting to include the circulation number, even though it's not exactly relevant, but it will reflect the impact the magazine has.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask her about that, and I'll definitely say the fact that they have a huge reach on Facebook, because that's a big deal. If it's supposed to publish on Facebook, all those people are going to see it, whether or not they click on it or not, they're going to acknowledge it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's great.
But I think that basically sums it up. Yeah, and as far as the estimate, Oh, I'm sorry, people are setting off fireworks. And I'm trying to ask the typos, trying to come back to me today with the topic, so as soon as I finish those, I'll definitely post them.
Okay. So, sounds like.
Well, yeah, that basically sums up the week.
Okay.
Okay, and Kara,
Can everyone hear me?
if you can't find any of Corey's stuff, just let me know. But good thing to go ahead and pitch. Pitch everybody again.
Karen, did you get that?
I heard something about pitching again.
She said if you can't find Corey's stuff, you should get in touch with her. Sue said you should get in touch with Sue. And if you should keep trying to pitch.
Right, no, it wasn't the fact of not finding his stuff. It was just, I didn't know if he had pitched at all, and so I just started pitching again, like pitching his stuff again. And I heard back from one that they weren't interested, but as far as the other people, I haven't heard back.
Okay. Sue, were you able to hear that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Be good. All right. So one thing that we want to talk about with the South by Southwest promo that we're gonna do, and I'll put the link in. I'm gonna just throw those links into the chat. But what Daisha and I had a call earlier in the week because she's actually going to present or scheduled to present with me if our panel gets chosen. And if anybody's not familiar with South by Southwest, it's probably the biggest social media conference out there. And I can show you, let me just sign in real quick. So I did for and oops. Pull them up real quick so you can get a sense of what's going on. So the panel picker, you know, when they're deciding, I think they got like 4,000 applications for talks, and what they do is they put it out to the public to say, okay, comment whether or not you think that these talks would be good. So what you can do is you can log in and then you can vote. So I want everybody to vote on these two panels. So this one, if you look at this little icon right here, this is a little brain, that's for EDU. And that's a panel discussion that right now is scheduled for myself, Daisha, Renee, and Julia. You can have max 4 people on it. But basically, what we did, I put this together to try to help get the word out about the work that we've been doing and how this sort of reframes internships and gets more information out there. So I like to read the questions answered. So that's one of them. And then, and here I can throw this into the chat. This is for, that was for Edie. And then this one is for, this is for, so what you can do is you can easily register for the panel picker. You don't have to attend in order to register. And you can see these little green, this little green guy, it's gray until you vote it up or down. And you can ask questions and comment. So Catherine actually already left a comment on interactive. I haven't really pushed too much for EDU because interactive I think is more competitive. But you'll also notice that there's some social media sharing icons. So you can see that this one's been shared 39 times, been tweeted 3 times, and shared on LinkedIn once. So 39 times in Facebook is really good. And then this one, I haven't really asked anybody to promote this except for Daisha when she's tweeting. So what I wanted to talk about is what ideas we have that could help push these proposals and get the word out for 2 reasons. One is that we have the opportunity to speak in front of a significant number of social media influencers. So South by Southwest Interactive attracts thousands, tens of thousands of people who are active in social media primarily. And EDU attracts the education audience. And so there's an opportunity here to promote Tick Encounter and the TickSmart tips to these particular audiences, in which some of the panels they've gone to, there's a couple hundred people sitting in the audience. I'm not sure if if they would give us a room that big, but even if it's 30 people in the audience, those are 30 people who are tweeting, live blogging, and posting things on social media sites. So this is a great opportunity, I think, to influence the influencers. So our quest for the Turk SWAT team is, how do we get the attention of the influencers so we can get in front of them in a more in-depth format? How do we get them to vote for us so that we can bring TickSmart tips to the masses in Austin, Texas? So I'd love to hear what your thoughts might be.
Okay, Kara wanted to say something.
I don't know if they have separate forums set up, but I think by commenting on little forums of theirs and getting our name out through that, even if it's not tick related at first, or even outgrow related, it'll just show that we are active on the forums, that they're involved, and we're showing interest in their forums that they're involved on. Maybe something like that. It's small, but it can go a long way.
Were you guys able to hear that? Kara suggested getting involved in the South by Southwest forums, if there are any.
Yeah, that's an idea. If there's blogs out there that are already talking about South by Southwest, to go ahead and say, just wanted to call your attention to this panel, check it out, let us know what you think. I like that idea.
I also was thinking that there's a lot of groups on LinkedIn, like social media groups. There's many, and people just send emails to the whole group through LinkedIn, and we can perhaps promote it there.
Is Tom open to us tweeting and Facebooking about, like, we're taking the tick message to the masses at South by Southwest, support us, that kind of a thing?
Yeah, he likes the idea of us going to South by Southwest and presenting this. I sent him the links when I sent it to you guys, and he wrote back and said, I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do, but I like this idea. I think it's good. So he is supportive. It's one challenge that I have personally is because my gigantic video mugshot is on there, that I don't want it to be just me promoting it. You know, it would be great to have Turk promoting it. And Daisha, you've done some tweeting, right, of the link? Yeah, that's where I see the shares. But I'm just looking for other ideas, what you guys might have of what we could do.
Well, I think Turk should write a blog post about it, or we should write a blog post for Turk.
Or definitely a Facebook post. I feel like with the memes, people are looking at the Facebook more and more, and so maybe if you write a little Facebook post.
Yep. Kara's suggesting some Facebook posts about it on the Turk page.
Um, yeah, I like the
Yeah, I like
idea
the idea
of
of
highlighting it
highlighting
on
it.
the Facebook page to call more
Call
attention
more.
to it. Mhm.
Because we should be trying to get a lot of keywords about South by Southwest on the Turk page, perhaps. Um, if people are, I mean, it's kind of it's a long shot considering all the other sites that are using South by Southwest related keywords. But if we wanted to get in on it, when people are searching about what's going on, they can learn about our proposal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I think
definitely.
it's good to be thinking in terms of SEO, but I think I'm kind of thinking that social is key too. And actually, I set up a Bitly link. Let me post that also for you guys to have.
Like make them aware of what's going on.
Tara suggesting contacting the prevention partners and letting them know. I guess maybe just a whole press release, right? That we could, coming from Turk, announcing that we proposed a panel and sending it out to all the networks that we have. Who writes the Turk press releases?
I think Tom. Not positive. I know he
I
writes
know
all
we
the
already
TikTok
talked.
stuff.
Well, maybe we can like outline a press release for him about the basics, and then he can fill it in.
So I'm just pulling up the Bitly. Shared 3 times. Oh, so Daisha, when you've been tweeting, you've been tweeting directly from the panel picker page. Aha, that makes sense. Why? Interesting.
That's not what you had in mind? What did you want?
No, no, no. I'm just looking at the I'm looking
I
at the
have.
Bitly analytics.
I actually did. I didn't tweet it yet. I was waiting for Tom to approve. I didn't know if you wanted me to. I scheduled some tweets for tomorrow because I wasn't sure if I hadn't heard back from Tom about promoting it. Remember, you told me to ask him, so he responded to you and said it's okay.
Okay, yeah, I still think it's good to double check with them. Sorry, I thought I got my wires crossed. Hi, Dan.
Sorry, I thought you meant if I'd written. I wrote them, but I haven't like sent them out yet because I wasn't sure. I'm just waiting for him to answer. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just resend the emails I sent him this week tomorrow because I think that he didn't get them while he was at the conference. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I haven't started sharing it yet. So, but basically what I did for drafted tweets was drafted like basically like not saying check this out, but like something to that effect, like to the people that are really interested in us. What do you guys think should go in like the tweets to people to ask to like vote and stuff?
What are you
What
asking
are you
about the
asking about
specific wording?
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it should be sort of getting the attention of people who care about South by Southwest, right? So it should be like, um, you know, who's going to South by Southwest? Want to learn about this thing, or stuff. Maybe something like the first sentence should be about, or have you heard that South by Southwest is blank? Like, some big name that is involved from now, that's already involved. And, then follow up with what the Turk thing.
You could also ask people to weigh in, like going to South by Southwest, weigh in on like a hot panel topic that I might be in, or something like that. I would definitely avoid asking for people's help, like help us go to South by Southwest, because that's just boring and nobody's going to help you anyways. But asking for people's opinion, like here's your chance to influence South by Southwest this year, and then you could say, and spread the tick message, or something to let people know that it's still relevant to ticks.
I was thinking of saying something like for awareness, like spread like Lyme disease and tick prevention awareness. Help us spread the word about like something like that. Like help us. I don't even want to say help us, but like maybe like do you want to spread the word about Lyme disease and tick prevention or like awareness or something, and then say here's how and like put the link, something like that.
I don't really like spread the word. It sounds like work.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's going to be hard to get, like a lot of our people are Lyme people or like tick people. Like they don't really care. I don't really think a lot of them.
Maybe you can say something like, here's how to spread the tick message to 10,000 more people or something. You know, like find the right number. You know, that's kind of eye-catching.
Say something like tell a friend, and that friend can tell like a ripple effect sort of.
Tara's suggesting that we try tell a friend, like a create a ripple effect.
Actually, a friend of mine, I'll show you my screenshot. That's what I was messing around with. If you look at this, my friend Tamara, for those of you attending South by Southwest or just voting up panels, consider casting a vote for this one.
That looks good.
Yeah, and then she also, I think she tweeted, I'll see if I can find it. Hang on one second. She also had some good messaging. So here, let me enlarge. You see this right here? I just voted for this South by Southwest panel because who wouldn't want to hear Sue Designated Editor talk about ticks and social media? Which I thought was kind of funny. I was like, oh, that was awfully nice. That was a great tweet.
That's great, and also every single
that's great,
person who
Nancy.
knows you would be attracted to that person. And so, Stacey, you can do something like that and ask your friends to do something like that for you.
Yeah, you could even go kind of tongue-in-cheek, like, help me become famous. I want to talk, I have a chance to speak at a South by Southwest panel or something sort of more cutesy like that if you're targeting your friends.
Right. I have lots of friends, but yeah, for like my tweets, I think it'll have to be like less like asking them to do something because my friends like the first Facebook message, like my friends would not vote unless I say like help me do this. They don't really like. Do you know what I mean? Like I think I have to put it more on like that they're doing me a favor to do it, but
Yeah, I
for
mean, you know the right way to talk to your own friends.
yeah. But I just think for like Twitter for us, I'm still thinking about that for like the Turk page. I'm just still trying to figure out how to make the people who aren't really interested in like some of our followers like have had conversation with us, which I think would be like maybe a good thing to share. Like some maybe say something like wanna I don't know something about their experiences. Like a lot of them have still been talking to me since they like really need like that we shared the video with them or like something was really helpful. So I feel like they might be inclined to share that experience about like they're using social media to find an answer, but I just don't know how to get them to say it. You know what I mean? To like get them to get to the page. I don't know how to for that specific group of people. Like I don't really know how to attract them because a lot of them don't have that many followers. Don't seem like they're that social media active. So I don't think focusing on that would pull them in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the answer is always experimenting, right? So you just gotta try a few different approaches and see what works.
Do you think tweeting at like specific people is bad or?
I think in this case it would be ideal to tweet to specific people you know who are already very engaged with the South by Southwest conference. You, I don't know. You could do a little research on that. You can also try, like, what do you think about this panel idea? Thumbs up or thumbs down. And even if people don't vote, maybe they'll just be engaged with you on Twitter.
True.
I mean, there is a bit of a barrier to entry because you have to register with the South by Southwest website in order to vote or leave a comment. So that makes it harder.
Yeah.
But it's still worthwhile to try and get the word out.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Sue's putting some stuff in the comments here, and I agree, like saying stuff like, vote now, adding the urgency and the call to action, very important, something like this. Or you could say, you have 2 more days to vote. Do it here, stuff like that.
Okay.
I think Daisha, your instinct is right. If people have found Turk information to be helpful, I think we can go ahead and say, we're so glad we helped you. Now can you help us? And then another tweet, or help us help other people who don't know about us yet. Something like that. Oh, yeah, the flesh, I like that too. Turk needs your vote to spread tick awareness. Yeah. Those are great. I love that. I mean, and we don't necessarily, especially in a tweet, we're not going to be able to say, like, South by Southwest, it's a panel, it's important, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think what we want to do is make it very concise and just pique people's interest. I think on Facebook, I was just reading or listening on tape to a book called The Dragonfly Effect, and one of the things they talk about, it's a really interesting book, and it's all about how do you motivate people to do things. And one of the examples that they give right at the beginning is this Indian guy had a rare form of lymphoma, I think. So he needed a bone marrow transplant. And there's, for cultural reasons, very few people on the bone marrow list who are of South Indian descent. So like, these 2 guys who had a similar problem helped get the word out and actually expanded the registry among that population by huge amounts. So it's used as an example, and then it gives very specific tips, and I'm going to listen to it again and maybe send it out to you guys, some of the highlights. But if you have time, like the flesh, I don't know if when you're working that you can listen to music or listen to podcasts or anything like that, but it's pretty quick audio. You can get it on Audible. It's called The Dragonfly Effect.
Audible is actually great because I can't listen to anything that requires internet on my phone when I'm out in the field. I'm actually listening to a lot of Audible right now. A lot of Hemingway.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I listen to books when I'm mowing the lawn or doing yard work or vacuuming, things like that. But I think that we have some good ideas here, and or the reason why I brought up the Dragonfly Effect is that it gives people, what they recommend is to give people a specific action that they can take and show that they can make a difference. So that's really what it comes like you have in there, the flesh, be a part of something big. That's important, and to kind of pull. So we just want to pique people's interest, and if they say, "Wow, I don't want to register to vote," then that's fine. But at least we kind of got their interest, or if they, you might want to follow up with people and say, like, any questions or what did you think of the panel? But that particular link brings people right to the actual event. I mean, to the proposal. You have to log in to be able to vote, so people can at least see it. So we could potentially look at this as another opportunity for awareness to a different type of audience that hopefully people will be taking a look. Alrighty. So let's think about any other ideas, after we hang up, because we're almost kind of out of time to be thinking about that. The other thing, too, is the assignment coming up, which I thought that I made one, but I don't see it.
Is it the one that, did you just change the one that said for August 18th? And that's the new assignment?
Well, we did, and then we redid it. So there should be another one in there. Let me just. Well, for now, let's just go through the August 18th one. And am I still? Let me put on my screen share. Here. No, there are a bunch of things that we either really couldn't find or couldn't follow up, or kind of relying on you guys to let us know what's going on. But LaFlesh, do you mind running through, especially the things that are in bold? Those are the new items. But definitely read through, because this is really sort of our almost last week. We have kind of a week and a half left of assignments, so we just want to make sure that everything is wrapped up pretty tightly. And then the final week we'll have you guys updating the analytics, number of followers, things like that, and then seeing if there are any last minute suggestions. But for now, we just kind of want to make sure that everything is done, and we added a couple things to be added to the final report. So LaFlesh, do you want to take it away?
So Sue, you're looking at the assignment that says dated August 18th?
Yeah, I can't find the one that we made.
I just remember revising the one from August 18th. I don't think we ever created a new one for the 20.
I know what happened. Sue, it might be an untitled document. Because I remember you copying it, and then you changed the date in the body, but I don't think you changed the title of the document. I meant to say something and I forgot. So it might be untitled.
Yeah, I don't even see it in the assignment folder. So, but I wonder if, Julia, because we were logged in under you, if maybe you have it under your recent, maybe, and it's just not shared or not in the right folder. I'm not sure.
I'm checking. Hold on.
Okay, thanks.
I see something called final week assignment, but I think that's actually for next week.
Yeah, that one is for next week.
Okay, that's not it. Let me see what else I have. For some reason, it's like a private document. It didn't get shared with the other things. So let me just copy and paste it, and I'll try to see if I can get it into so everyone has access. Hold on just another minute.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for checking on that.
Suzanne, when I read through this, it'll actually help me if you keep it up on your screen share, because I can't access them myself right now.
Okay, no problem. So I'll pull it up once Julia is able to share it. And let me see about giving you access again for what.
Okay, it should be in the assignments August folder, if everyone could check if they see it.
LaFlesh, just one question. Are you logging into the assignments on your Google Drive through your URI or your Gmail?
Gmail, because do you remember URI stopped working for me for whatever reason?
Yeah, I just thought I would throw that out there just in case.
I don't know why this keeps happening to me.
Julia, could you put the link to it maybe in the chat window? I'm not seeing.
I see it. Assignment due August 25th.
Yeah, I see it now with the link.
I have it too with the.
And the flesh, you were able to get in there?
I was able to open the link that she just put in the chat. So
Yeah, okay, that's good. Julia, just what folder is that in?
It's in assignments August.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay. Perfect. Okay, LaFlesh, you want to take it away?
okay, create another tick meme this week. Complete the final report meme analysis with the data that I have. Okay. Continue managing the Pinterest page as I have been doing for the past weeks. Mark content. Mark your content section in the comments of the final report if you have not already. Add all the content you have curated to the final report. Copy paste Facebook updates, tweets, retweets, Pinterest screenshots, email newsletters, meme screenshots. The only thing that I haven't done on those are the meme screenshots and the Pinterest screenshots. And I haven't marked it in the comments either. I marked it. It's not in the comments. It's like it says my name. I copied Daisha and Kara's way of doing it, where they had their names and then their content. But I can also mark it in the comments. Rewrite recommendations in the final report. For email newsletters to have an overall summary followed by the specific bulleted. I've done that. Student media, list, spreadsheet, multiple tabs. I've done that also. Track down email of social manager for the publications of travel, regional, and men's categories. I will do travel, regional this week. Email the pitch to the social manager of those two categories. I've done that twice already. I will do it again this week. Push out tick removal video to every reporter who comes up in your Google alerts. I've not done that yet. We'll do that this week. Update blog outreach with the new column heads. Continue pitching the posts to every blog on the master list that has been pitched and follow up. In the final report, complete the new section for media list. For Pinterest, find the tick picks that people have sent Tom and Brian, and that goes under the which tick fit you board, I'm sure. Run to March and June assignments. We've done that. Pitch the tick removal video to the bloggers we haven't heard back from, and promote the South by Southwest talks using the panel picker. Am I promoting that on Pinterest or what? Because that's being promoted through Facebook, yes? How is that being promoted? Facebook, right?
That's a good question about Pinterest.
I don't know how, unless, I mean, I could find,
Yeah, that's a
maybe.
good discussion.
I don't think that Pinterest is the best platform for this kind of promotion. It's not compatible with how Pinterest, like Pinterest's vibe. It's not really I mean, we've been using it for promotional practices, but I feel like Facebook users are more used to this kind of thing. Pinners are not used to being given call to actions. You know what I mean? They're used to being given something interesting to look at. I just don't think, I think that Twitter and Facebook are the best platforms.
I think you're probably right, but it might be worth trying out because we don't really know too much about who's following us on Pinterest. And if it turns out that they're very enthusiastic pick people because they have Lyme disease or something, you know, they might be motivated to help us out. So I think it's worth a try.
I think you're right. I have noticed that most of the people that follow us, it's usually they have a board that's about Lyme disease, or they have pets and gardens, and they have followed us because of our pins about pets and gardens.
I think you're right, and you know we should probably just go with your instinct, LaFlesh, that maybe it's better to approach some of those people on a different platform. You know, if we're following them on Twitter or on Facebook, that maybe we sort of leave Pinterest alone. It's kind of hard to, unless maybe you wanted to pin the South by Southwest logo once we have the blog post up, you know, and have the South by Southwest logo, then you could pin the South by Southwest logo and say, you know, Turk is trying to get to South by Southwest, vote for us, or something like that. What do you guys think?
I could do that. There's a few things with that idea that makes it sound maybe that it'll be ineffective. First, Pinterest. The key thing about Pinterest is it's having like an interesting original photo, a logo. I have never seen. Well, I have, but it's not popular. Having just a logo up. It would have. I feel like if we change a little bit, like there was one of us standing in front of the logo, or a tick on the logo, or something like that, just to make it a little bit more original. Also, like I said, campaigning, I don't see often on Pinterest. It's not about campaigning, it's about sharing.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take your point. And one thing that we can't add a tick to South by Southwest logo because it's copyrighted and all that good stuff. But Julia, Catherine, what do you guys think? Or Daisha, Kara, thoughts?
First of all, I love how LaFlesh is telling us how to do Pinterest because clearly you've learned a lot, and I agree. It's all about the visuals.
Here, here.
You want to be about sharing, not about like asking for help. I don't know. I mean, if we don't do the South by Southwest promotion on Pinterest, I don't think it's a huge loss because our following is pretty small there. On the other hand, if we do one or two pins saying, "Hey, help us out," it's not. I don't think it's going to piss anybody off. So, if you can find a decent image to go along with it, then why not?
Why don't you try getting an image of a panel at South by Southwest? You know, a screenshot of what it looks like, and say, you know, all these people could be learning about tick prevention. You want to help make that happen. Here's how you can help. Something like that.
I can do it kind of like as a story, because I have a lot of articles that are about, I have a lot of pins about news that all go into Tick News. It could go under that board, and it could be more of a, hey, look what's going on. People are voting, and then that's kind of a more subtle way of saying, you should vote too.
I love that idea. You know, this is what's really great about doing these hangouts and having the opportunity to talk and hash out ideas is that, you know, my idea initially is like, and then it's like, no, I don't think we should do it, and then it's like, no, here's how we could maybe redeem this concept, and then, you know, we come out. But I think what's a really good solution is to say, all right, you know, there is an appropriate board for that, and we can do this. And I love the idea of like getting a picture of a really like a room full of people with like a little panel that you can't really tell what the panel is in the front, and say, Turk could be here, or even ask Brian to put like the Turk logo, because usually sometimes there's a screen in the back with some type of graphic or something. So if we could have Brian superimpose the Turk logo on there and say, look where Turk could be next, or send Turk to South by Southwest or something like that. What do you guys think?
I think that sounds great. And I think we should try that on the other platforms too, because most people aren't cued into South by Southwest. They might, and it will have a very difficult time visualizing what we're talking about. So that could be a really useful image.
All right, awesome. So do we want to move on? Daisha, we'll have you read the assignment, and Kara, because the audible problems, maybe it's best for you to just kind of read through and let Catherine know if you have any questions. So Daisha, you want to take it away?
Okay, so my assignment for this week is continue updating the Facebook page as per past weeks. Promoted post, memes, talk to Tom about concepts with Amazon gift card. I did send him emails about those things. Again, I think it's because he's at the conference, so I'm going to try to resend something tomorrow. Take on the Twitter page. Focus on the send your tick pics. Have Tom ID and share on Facebook, which I've also asked him to do, but again, he's at the conference, so waiting to hear back still. And I have to tell Flashto she can pin it. Respond to 4 tweets per day about ticks and tick bites. Add 20 tick-related hashtags to the list Corey started. Tweet twice a day. On Friday, use the hashtag FF, which stands for Follow Friday, to recommend our followers who they should be following. Tweet about tick removal video 3 times a week. Update the blog outreach doc. Pay attention to the new column heads.
Hey, Daisha, could I just jump in for a second?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to do my screen share thing because Priscilla, my friend Priscilla, is weekend in Paris. I'm just looking at her Twitter page. She let me know that she had put up some tweets. So maybe follow her, retweet her, and she had a couple suggestions about going after travel bloggers, bloggers who are hiking. And she says, moms love pinning and helping causes. So yeah, and then she says to hook up with travel and hiking clothing companies at South by Southwest. So some ideas there I just kind of wanted to share because she is following along on our Google Hangout on air. So make sure you go ahead and follow Priscilla as well, Weekend in Paris. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, tweak the unpublished blog post for fall. Did that. Mark your content section in the comments, final report. I did that, but I just have to add the memes from the Turk team, and I think my newsletters. See the media list spreadsheet, the multiple tabs. Push out the tick removal video using the list of popular magazines. Convert the Facebook survey for prevention partners and tick spotters. I did that, just have to finish editing it. Update blog outreach doc using new columns. Complete event section of the final report. I don't know what you guys want me to do there. I added about the to the final report about what I did on the day at the school, but I wasn't sure what you guys were talking about with these two. Like, we weren't really allowed to tweet or anything during the Beth Daily thing because she didn't want us to give the shout out about her article before it was out. But I did send in the mobile app. Yep, I talked to Brian with that. Do you just want me to talk about it, or like, what do you guys want me to say there?
Well, I think what we should do is we should talk about a lot of the brainstorming that we did, because we talked about doing a launch party. And if you want, I can look through my pictures and send you the picture that I took of the whiteboard with all the different ideas and who to invite. And
oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great, because I wasn't sure what to put in that one.
Yeah, and to kind of help jog your memory, but we had a lot of really good ideas of like who to invite and what to do, and have people, bloggers and media do a tour of the lab. So there were a lot of ideas in that. So that's kind of where we wanted you to go with that. And then the Tick Pledge card. So remember Beth said people are more likely to actually follow through if they say that they're going to, you know, in a written format. So we developed the Tick pledge card so that when Tom goes to talks, like he did the talk in Little Compton, so if you see we have that, that he could hand that out and say, okay, and then it was also another opportunity for him to get people to sign on to his email newsletter. So that was the idea with that, and I can't remember if that is in, I'm not sure if that made it into the Google Docs or if we should, or if I just emailed it to him. I can't remember. So if you can kind of look through the Google Docs and see if you can find it, and if not, let me know. And I'll see what I can come up with for that. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
I did look through the April and July assignments. I didn't really see anything that wasn't in there. Well, I can't remember. I wrote down something, but I might not have shared it because I didn't see anything that we hadn't touched on already in the final report in those sections. I called the content help reporter out because Tom had a couple questions about drafting it, so I wanted to see if they had the email subject so they could be filtered. Found out, yeah, but also I asked them to send me sample profiles, so I couldn't find any. I have a profile written. I just wanted to make sure it was like to the same like tone and information that were in others. I for some reason couldn't figure out how to see them, and they said they would send me them, but they never did, which was annoying because I talked to them on the phone. But I shared that. I don't know. I can't find it. I don't know what I titled it, so I have to find it. I'm just gonna search for the content that I wrote about. But do you guys have those? Do you guys have a sample that I could look at possibly to see, just make sure it like correlates to the website?
I actually don't. Because I think Harrow is perfect for somebody like Tom, but it's not necessarily good for a lot of my other clients.
Okay. Because, yeah, that's why I asked him. I wasn't able to view any, like, sample ones. I just wanted to make sure the tone of the, I mean, it was pretty straightforward, so I don't think it would be problematic to put it up, but I just wanted to see if there was other information that I might have missed or something that is normally in them. So I called and asked, but they said they were sending to me and didn't, so I just sent them another email. Hopefully they'll send me the samples just because I wanted to see what was in. Like, is it always just, like, what you've been featured on, like, what your specialty is? That's kind of what it is, what Tom does. He's been on. I don't know if there's, like, other aspects that are usually on there. So I was waiting to see. But, yeah, there's that. So hopefully they email me. If not, I'll call them again and annoy them and make them send. And then pitch the tick removal video to blogs that we haven't heard back from, and promote the talk. Oh, I don't know why.
All right. So any questions? Anything else? I think we kind of covered quite a bit. It's a bit sad that this is our last hangout.
Weird.
I know. It's yeah. But I've really enjoyed them. I think it's been really cool and fun to just throw ideas around with you guys from the comfort of your own home or wherever it may be. Okay, so any other questions?
What's that?
Anything that we should discuss in general? Are we good? We kind of went late, so we should probably wrap it up. Julia looks tired. Alrighty. We just have a good night. And we will see you in person on Wednesday, and let's do our check-in calls on Friday. All right. Have a good one.
All right. See you guys. Looking forward to it. Bye. 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 Nurses, bye.
Bye, Kara.